Escalade with a made man in it. Rose gold shades with the rose lenses. Pink champagne and the flow so endless. All I seek is perfection. Ain't no secrets, I'ma eat that for breakfast. Keep her close to me like lyrics she spoke to me in the middle of the winter summer.
Hey, what's up everybody? This is Wise Man White. Thanks for checking out another video from the Tech Temple. Pretty much what this video is going to do is just going to probably change your mind a little bit about the Nexus S 4G from Sprint. I've seen a lot of videos and dogfights and stuff saying, I don't know, they're just not giving the Nexus S 4G the respect they feel it deserves. So hopefully this will change your mind to make you want to get one, or if you have one, it'll make you excited about it and see what other things you can do, or realize that it couldn't do. So first of all, I'll just talk about the design. The design of the phone is just really nice. I mean, people talk about the curved screen, which is really not a big deal until I was actually thinking about it. When you put it in your pocket and you have this way, like this is your thigh and you have it faced, this actually goes well against your thigh in your pocket, so it does feel real nice instead of just having it straight flat. This is my first Samsung smartphone, and usually you hear that all Samsung makes their stuff out of plastic and it's going to be cheap, but actually this has a nice feel to it. I mean, it's light, but it's not too light that it feels to the point that it feels cheap. The only thing I will say, it is a little slick because of plastic. So what I did was I bought a invisible shield, but which I would not recommend spending too much money on. I don't know if you can see it, but you can kind of see the orange peel look, which gives it a little grip. But the invisible shield, it does not cover like these corners, which would make sense because when you drop it, what happens probably when you drop it, it's gonna hit the corners first. And the invisible shield does not cover the corners, which I didn't like. And it gives you it does give you a screen protector too, but it had the orange peely feel, and I don't know if you want that orange peel. I didn't want that orange peel thing on the front. But the design is nice. Buttons are easy to press. Does have a flash on the back. Speakerphone's pretty good. The camera is real clear for only 5 megapixels. As we know, megapixels don't matter too much. It's all about the quality of the actual camera, and it's real good. While we're talking about that, I will go into the negatives of the phone. One, the phone does not take real high quality video. If I go into the camera app, as you'll see, there's no option to zoom. There's switch camera, flash, the same like you want black and white sepia, some other things right there like the megapixels and the location. But there is no zoom, which is kind of weird because even my Hero that I had could zoom. But at least they make up for it kind of with the macro feature, which lets you take up really close pictures and they'll still be clear. But you can change the exposure, portrait, landscape, night, beach, 3 megapixels, so quality, and the color effect. And I'll address some of the other stuff people say why they don't like this phone. So that was one of them. The camera, yeah, it doesn't take 480p. It doesn't take 720p video, which I don't like either. If you go to my previous video that I did a overview of these batteries that I got, these are just not extended batteries, but they're just extra batteries. Came with 2 batteries and a charger. But I took that video with this phone, and it wasn't very clear, and I was not exactly satisfied with it. But that was not a reason for me to not get this phone. So the camera's really good. Another thing to address is the SD card. Do I miss the SD card? No, I don't miss the SD card because what do you use? I think people primarily use the SD card for 1, music, and 2, pictures. The pictures issue, if you have Google Plus, and if you don't know what the Google Plus app looks like, I'll just show you real fast. There's your stream, huddle. Let me turn this brightness down because it is too bright. Photos. So when you upload photos, it'll automatically upload it to a private album on your Google Plus, and nobody can see those pictures but you until you make the ones you want to make public. So that's one issue. The picture issue is solved. And secondly, music. So let's say, first of all, if you have a lot of music, it's not going to fit probably on your SD card anyway. So how does that solve? How that problem gets solved? It gets solved with Google Music. Let me turn this. So Google Music, if you don't know, pretty much you just download it, you sign up for it, you download it, put it on your computer, it uploads all your songs into the cloud, and that way they're accessible from any computer and from any Android device that you have, including tablets. So let me start Google Music, and so I have I forget how many songs I have, 10,000 or something songs. It took about a week to upload, but they're all on this device, accessible for me, which means I don't need the SD card to transfer them. And what's also nice about this is the album view. It just loads your everything real fast. And when we're talking about speed, that's one thing. I'm not sold on the dual core. I just make it equivalent to, let's say I give you $1,000,000 and I drop you off in a small town and I say, hey, go spend that $1,000,000 on anything you want. You're probably gonna have a little tough time spending it because the resources to use that money just aren't there. The same thing for a dual core. Yeah, we have these dual core phones, but we don't really have any apps that will take advantage of it. So I don't really see the point of spending $100 more just so you can get a fast phone or a faster phone like the Photon 4G or the Evo 3D. Like I said, this is Hummingbird, not dual core, but you just saw me scrolling through those album covers like they were nothing. So that solves the issue with the SD card, and you can also see this phone is pretty fast. Like you see the background. I mean, these colors are flying around, no slowdown. Even when I do my the Q feature, it's still fine. No slowdown. So that's one. So those are the negatives about it. But other than that, there's no problems with this phone. Any other questions you have about or negative things you've heard about this phone, let me know. I'll address them. But for this one, I'm just going to tell you how to customize it, because this is your first Android phone. You get it. It's definitely not going to look like this. If you go, I'll put a link right now, right here. Just click on this link. There was a dogfight between the Nexus S 4G and the Photon. You'll see that the Nexus S is stock. It's a stock Google device. Your launcher down here would pretty much just show the home button, the call button, the web browser, and you have 2 dots on the side. What is nice that it's a Google device is you'll get the updates the fastest. So when this phone came out, I had it a month, and already a 2.3.5 update came out to fix some signal issues. And as you can see right now, I have 3 bars in my house. I usually range between 1 and 2 before the update. After the update, I've been having between 3 and 4 bars consistently. So that update was nice. So you do get the updates first. If you do go for a Google search and look for ice cream, you'll see that the ice cream pictures got leaked. And what device was it on? It was on the Nexus S. Another reason to get this phone is that it is future-proof. So we already know what the phone is fast. It has a front-facing camera. It has a clear back camera. And it also has near-field communication. So I'll show you the chip. What's nice about this phone is you've seen especially a lot of the HTC phones recently. They've been really, really hard to open. This phone, you just pop the back open. There's a battery. Right there is the NFC chip, and if you want to know what the NFC is for, it stands for near field communication. And I believe in the long run, it's going to enable us people to start making payments with their phones, which will be nice. You don't have to bust out your wallet or anything anymore. And I'll show you how it works real quick. So let's say I'm just going to use my card. So let's say this is a device that will accept a mobile payment, and you just got done eating dinner, you want to make a payment. You just take that and you just touch it, and I'm sure in the future it'll register this as a payment, and it'll give you a confirmation. Do you want to pay, yes or no? But that just showed you right there how quick it was. I had the sound off. A nice little sound comes on when you try to do it. But when it gets implemented, and the public, you'll be ready because you already have a phone with a near field communication device. So that is one other reason why you should pick up this phone.